Hey there, Martin here, and welcome to April. Welcome to Stress Awareness Month. We're here. Now, I did a teaser video before, but let's cover this in detail now, okay? And I'll try and do it really quickly. Stress Awareness Month. If you know anything about me, this is my passion. I love to help people stress less and live more. I spent 20 years in the corporate world. I experienced every facet of work stress. I'm talking about the low-level stress where you just feel a bit edgy and a bit rushed, right through to high-pressure stress that then turned into low mood, depression, generalized anxiety disorder, insomnia, liver disease, burnout, self-harm, and ultimately me deciding to take my life. I have experienced it all, and I came out of that experience and took a long time to recover. One conversation saving my life, thankfully. And ever since then, I've been on a mission to help other people not experience what I did. So whether you're trying to preempt that you don't want to get into work stress in the first place, so how can you deal with work better? This is for you. If you're on the path to stress already, whether it's just it's a bit uncomfortable, a bit edgy, whether that's on a daily basis or a regular basis, or you get into cycles of it. You know, maybe it's every week or the beginning of the week or at the end of the month, or it's every 3 months. There's all kinds of different types of stress, and I've experienced them all. So no matter where you are on this spectrum, this is the month for you. If you promised yourself, or you know somebody that promised themselves that this year would be different, that you would spend more time with your family, that you wouldn't work such long hours, that you wouldn't put yourself under that amount of stress and that pressure, and you've got to April, you've got to now, and that's still not happened because, you know, life's happened, you've just got swept along using the same work harder, longer strategy. If that's the case, this month is for you. This is the month you can turn all of this around, because I'm going to be giving you everything I got, and I mean everything that I have. So taking all 27 years, the last 27 years experience, and giving you everything that's going to help you. Not the stuff that's going to hinder you, not the stuff that's going to take you 7 years to master, the stuff you can put into practice right now and help you and build on that, and then stay on a path where you feel more calm, confident, in control. If that sounds good, then give me a hell yeah. So let me tell you what we're going to do. Every day, usually when I do this, if I choose a month to focus on something, because I kind of like that. So back in January, for example, I do a slow burn. You get my top tips every day, you get some articles, brilliant. But then the different types of support, I'll choose them for each week, and it builds. I wanted to do something different this time. I wanted to throw everything at you in the nicest possible way every day. So there's no excuse. So if it takes you until day 20 to see it or to pay attention to it, because you've seen it 19 times, but you just haven't really read it yet, and it took that 20th time, this is for you. If it takes you 29 times to see it, pay attention, and then take action on it, this is for you. This is the beauty of being able to do it over that extended period of time and giving you access to everything every day. So what am I giving you access to? Right, every day you're going to get an article on stress, not written by me. I've gone out and I've sought articles from different organizations and different people, different coaches, different professionals, different medical professionals that approach it in all different ways. And we talk about what stress is. We talk about the triggers of stress, the warning signs of stress, how to know if you are stressed, what to do about stress, how to help somebody that you love and care for with their stress. We cover all of that spectrum, and you're going to get an article on those sorts of things every single day. You're also going to get my now famous Stress Dad to Calm Dad 30 days of tips. So every day you're going to get a top tip from me about what you can do to move out of work stress. And again, you've got to bear in mind with this is me taking the last 27 years, all the pain, the suffering, the trial and the error, reviewing everything I didn't do, what worked, what didn't work, what kind of work, the order in which things worked, and then going, what are the simple things that people can do that can make a massive, massive difference to their work stress? How can they get back in control? And that's what the 30 days of tips are. And not just that, it's then being able to say, right, that's that thing, and this is what they can do. but then talk to you about it in just 30 seconds. That took a lot of practice. So when you see it and it's free and it's 30 seconds, please don't dismiss it, because 27 years of pain, suffering, trial and error have gone into it so that I can make it look simple and provide it to you for free. Trust me, you do 1, 2, 3 of the things that I share with you in those 30 days of tips, and you do them consistently, they will make a significant difference to the quality of your life. So again, my privilege and pleasure to share those with you. An article a day, a top tip every day. Also, you're going to get my roadmap out of work stress every day. This is a 1-page PDF. Really, really simple, because I like to keep things simple. And what I did was, I reviewed that 27 years and said, well, there's so many different things that we can do. There's so many things that we can leverage to help us with our stress. But I want to break this down into something that makes sense and is manageable for people. So I came up with 4 steps. 4 steps. Again, reviewing everything and going, what are the key things? What are the key elements? And in what order should we do them? That's the roadmap to work stress. And the PDF is free. Just download it and it's free. And it just tells you what those are, and it gives you a handy tip for each of those things. So you're going to get that opportunity to have that every single day. You're also going to have the opportunity for Overwhelming Us, the book. So it's the book that I co-authored, and in my chapter, for the first time in print, in fact, think about it, it's the only time in print I actually go through those 4 steps that I just talked about. The 4 steps from the roadmap out of work stress, I talk about them in detail. I bring them to life. I give you examples. I show you what you can do straight away, immediately, to help you with each of those steps. And plus you get, the benefit of all the amazing other authors that are in that book from all over the world talking about overwhelm and how we can tackle it. So it's a brilliant companion to the roadmap. If you love reading, then that is the thing that's really going to help you. On top of that, every single day, you're going to get access to my belief busting blueprint training. What the heck is that, Martin? It is a series of 3 trainings. So I've bundled together 3 trainings. They're half-hour trainings. And we tackle 3 of the most common beliefs that we have about work that keep us stuck, stressed, and under pressure. And I know this to be true because they were the beliefs that I held. And then when I speak to dads, they're the beliefs they hold. And we use a really powerful framework in these trainings. In fact, it's the exact powerful framework I use for my extreme confidence breakthrough sessions. That's how good it is, right? And we go through this framework and we tackle the belief and story that's holding us back. We slay that dragon and we replace it with something that's far more positive, far more empowering, far more likely to help us stress less. And that bundle is the first step in the roadmap. It is an important part of the first step in the roadmap. So you're getting the article, you're getting the top tips, you're getting the roadmap, so you know the 4 steps. You can then go and read about those 4 steps in Overwhelming Us, and then you can actually do some practical training on that first step to set you off, and that will get you off of that stress path. Looking at work in a completely different way, but in a way that makes perfect sense. What else are you going to get every single day? Right, every single day, you're also going to get access to my free on-demand class. Free on-demand class. This is the class that was inspired by a dad that came to me, and it was all out of balance. He was working long hours, not seeing his family, and he came to me and said, I know there's a ton of stuff I can do, Martin, but what's one thing that I can do? What's the most powerful thing that I can do right now that can help get me back in control of my workload and my time, so that I can actually start seeing my family and still make a big difference at work? And I trawled over the 27 years. I trawled over everything I put together, all the tips, everything that I had, and I sourced it back to one thing. So in this 1-hour free on-demand training, I talk you through it. I talk through the path of stress, how it builds, but also how it can escalate very, very quickly. I also talk about the path that's calm, confident, in control, and the million miles apart that those 2 paths seem. But then I show you really simply, really powerfully, that there is one thing you can do to switch from one path to the other. And I tell you all about that in this free on-demand training. And if you if you've looked at that before, you'll also know that what comes with that is an incredible support package. I'm talking about a support package that has not only the roadmap and the top tips, but has my £1,000 10-hour online program that comprehensively guides you through videos, through me, my training, guides you through the 4 steps, the roadmap out of work stress. Is what I also call my work leadership model. It talks you through that whole thing. Plus, you get 10 hours of personal one-on-one support with me, and you get it at a price which saves you thousands of pounds. It's a crazy package, and it's an absolute privilege to offer it within that class. And don't worry, this isn't where you get 5 minutes of content and then you spend 3/4 of an hour pitching. No, it's not. It's the other way around. I don't do it like that. I add massive value, and then I'll talk you through, if you want to take it to the next step, here's what's available. If you don't, go and use this one thing right now, and go and get the momentum, and go and make the progress now. But if you want to stay on track and you want to know what's next, you can get this other stuff. Every single day you're going to have access to this, and that's quite important, because usually that is run as a 7-day campaign, and I only bring that out at certain times during the year because there's limited capacity. But you know what? I've been looking at things, I've been moving things around, and I mean, there's a chance that by the end of the month we're going to be at capacity in terms of the one-on-ones, but I can get creative and figure some things out if we need to. But I want to just give you access to it. I want to give everybody the best chance of getting off that stress path, so you can have access to this every single day, not just over 7 days. I'm going to reset it every week, so you're going to have access to it every single day for 30 days. If that wasn't enough, I'm also bringing out of retirement a live event that I did a little while back, and I did it over 5 days. 5 half-an-hour sessions. I ran them at lunchtime. So I was encouraging people to take a lunch, take a break, and then do some personal development. And I go through the 4 steps. Each day we take a step, and I talk through one thing that you can do right now that can make a difference. And then the participants went away and then put that thing into practice, and they came back the next day, and then they put the next thing into practice. And on day 5, we then bring it all together to show the compound effect of, if you just do 2 or 3 of these things in conjunction, the value of that, the benefit of that, is far greater than the sum of the parts. And so it was a great event to do. I've got the recordings, and I'm making that available. This is something I have not promoted in a long time, but you know what? It's massive value. So I'm bringing it back, and every single day you're going to have the opportunity to access that. If that wasn't enough, you're also going to have, something really, really special, something that I haven't done in quite some time. Towards the end of the month, and I'm going to confirm all the dates and the details and all that kind of stuff in due course. But at the end of the month, that last week of the month, I am going to be doing a live training. So you can come on with me, and I will do a live training about how you can get off that path of work stress and onto a path where you can feel more calm, more confident, more in control. I'm going to go through that. I'm going to give you massive value, massive education. We're going to have Q&As, so you can do the session and then ask me about it. And how do you apply it to your life? We'll even, if we got time, we'll even do some hot seat coaching. So you can come on, explain what's going on in your life, and I'll coach you there and then, live, to your benefit and to the benefit of everybody else on the call. I'm going to keep it really, really simple. I do not like overcomplicated long sales funnels. That is not what this is going to be about. We're going to keep it really simple. You're just going to register so that I can send you the Zoom link. We're going to get together, and it's going to be so much fun. Like I said, I haven't done that in quite some time, so it's a rare opportunity to get in front of me, do some live training, and also get all that live interaction that can just make all the difference. You get a question back, well, that's really good, but how do I apply it to this? And this has just happened, Ryan. What would you suggest in this situation? All of that we're going to be able to do on that. It's going to be so much fun, and it's going to be a great finale to what will be such a value-packed month. So there you go, my friends. That's it. And I don't ask much in terms of social media. I just give support and send all the opportunities out there, knowing full well that somebody needs to hear it. I'm not in it for vanity matrix or anything like that. I'm not interested. It's just about making a difference. an ask that I would have of you. And if you've lasted this long, then you must be interested. So thank you, and give me a hell yeah down in the comments. I would love for you to interact with the post. I'm not saying interact with every single post every day, because it's a lot, right? But the more you like, the more you comment on stuff. Not only is, yeah, okay, and make me feel good because it shows you've seen it, but it's not about that. The more you do that, the more people are going to see it. That's how the algorithms work. More interaction, more reach. And if it reaches one or two more people that needed to hear a message that we were sending out that day at just the right time, it was worth it. It was worth your time just going click and, hey, this looks really good. I can't wait to do the training. I can't wait to share the training. And if you really want to, share the post, repost it. I got a lot of people in my social media network, but I don't have everybody. And there are people that you know, your friends, your connections, your network, your neighbors, your family, that might just need this, and they're not connected to me, so they won't see it. Like I say, this is not about me. This is about making sure at Stress Awareness Month, we're making the biggest difference we can. And this is something where we've got to be in it together. And one of my key pillars, my ethical pillars, is that if we can help somebody, if we have something that can help somebody else, we have an ethical and moral obligation to do that, to help them, to share it. I'm not putting you under undue pressure. I'm not going to tell you to do anything you don't want to do. But what I can say is that stress is rife, and the figures are going up in terms of work stress, and it's worrying. You've got industries that are at 69% burnout rate. This is ridiculous. It's not. I get off my soapbox. It's just not required. There are simple things that everybody can do that can avoid that. But it's not taught at school, it's not taught at university or college, it's not taught in your inductions, it's not taught in your computer-based annual training. They wait for people to fall over before you get access to this stuff. Well, I'm not having it. That's not my jam. That's why I make everything so accessible. So I'm so looking forward to sharing with you. I'm looking forward to you engaging and sharing it, so that together, if I'm helping you, amazing. And if it's helping you, still go and share it, right? So that we can make the biggest difference we can. Don't let anybody, individual and their family, go through the pain and suffering that I did, because you just don't need to. And I can't wait. This is it. This is Stress Awareness Month. This is what it's all about. This video is now nearly 18 minutes long, but hopefully it's been valuable. Hopefully it's given you a real insight into all the different things that are going to be coming your way starting today. And I can't wait to get started. So look out for all the posts. They're going to be scheduled throughout the day, every day, and engage, share, get massive value from them. This is the opportunity. Like I said before, if you promised yourself it would be different and it hasn't been so far, this is the time. This is the time that you can turn everything around doing some really simple things. And I'm going to demonstrate to you that access to information, to knowledge, to education, to the support, to the guidance that you need in order to do this is abundantly available. So that's not the excuse or the reason why you may not be making that change. That's not what this is all about. I'm going to give you everything I got. I can't wait. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to interacting. I'm looking forward to that free online training, live training with you towards the end of the month. I cannot wait. Together, let's stress less and live more. Thank you.